All right, The Incredible Hulk. Reviewing this movie because Captain America: Brave New World is coming out, and I kind of wanted to just do some rewatches of some of the movies that featured some of the characters that are going to be in this new one. I didn't feel like rewatching all the Marvel movies because that's just a lot. So yeah, gonna do some of these movies, not all of them. Just gonna kind of work with characters that are kind of going to be in these new movies. Incredible the Hulk did have Ross, I believe his daughter Betty is coming back, played by Liv Tyler. So yeah, this movie kind of needs to be watched. It doesn't necessarily need to be watched, but certain things about this movie are going to be in the new movie. So I thought I would start with this one with my rewatch. Incredible Hulk came out in 2008. I want to say it came out like a month after Iron Man did. It's a movie that I think a lot of people forget is part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I kind of understand why. Edward Norton, for the first things first, is no longer in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It is now Mark Ruffalo. I think Mark Ruffalo does a better job with Bruce Banner and the Hulk anyway, so that is what it is. Liv Tyler, I don't think she has been in a Marvel movie since this movie. So it's been almost, 20 years, what is that, 18 years since she's been in a Marvel movie. So, Tim Roth, he just showed up in, I can't remember, was he in She-Hulk? I honestly don't remember, but he's barely been in any of them. William Hurt, as Ross, he started, in Civil War, he came back. So, I mean, he's been probably the one that's been on in most of the Marvel movies since. So this movie really just hasn't mattered. And like I said, I can kind of understand why I don't love this movie. I know there's a lot of people out there that will defend this movie till its dying day. This movie's fine. I think this movie feels very soap opera-y at times. I think the acting at times is just kind of... I think some of the dialogue they're given is just not that great. I think the Hulk looks so bad in this movie. He looks like a video game character. I don't love Edward Norton's performance in this either. I just kind of feel like there's some lines that are just very soap opera-y feeling and just don't feel like a movie. There's some cool action sequences, I'll give it that. I like that we explore Bruce Banner in this movie, and kind of get where his mindset is a little bit in this movie and such like that. But at the end of the day, I find the dialogue in this just to be horrendous at times, and I don't think the acting is really all that great. Part of it, I think, is just because the dialogue isn't that great, in my opinion. So yeah, I've always found this one to be very forgettable. This is maybe the fourth or fifth time I've actually watched this one. This is just one of those movies in the MCU that you can kind of skip, and it's fine. You don't need to watch this movie per se. Yeah, there's things that it references later on in the MCU. Yeah, Ross comes back, but you don't really necessarily need to watch this movie to understand why Ross is there. So yeah, this is kind of one of the weaker Marvel movies for me. It was the weakest Marvel movie for me until the last couple of years, really. So yeah, I just don't find this movie all that great. It feels like it was just kind of thrown together. And I don't know that for sure. I've never looked behind the scenes and necessarily do some research on behind the scenes to see if it was kind of thrown together. But the fact that it came out a month after Iron Man just makes it feel like it was not actually going to be a part of this universe, and just last minute they kind of made it a part of the universe. Yeah, there's not much to talk about with this one. I don't think the special effects are that great. There's some decent action sequences, some fun moments in it. I don't love the script. Dialogue for me is just horrendous at times. I think the acting, because of that dialogue, is not always the greatest. I don't know. I wanted to love this movie more. I think we can have a solo Hulk movie that is good, but it's just, I don't know, it doesn't work out in this scenario. It definitely didn't work out in Ang Lee's Hulk. I like some of the artistic choices that both these movies, both Hulk, Ang Lee's Hulk, and this Hulk makes. But yeah, at the end of the day, I don't love this movie. I found this movie kind of boring at times. And because it's so overly dramatic sometimes, and oh my gosh, the character of Mr. Blue is such a cartoon character. I don't know if that's a character in the comics or what, that he's supposed to be cartoony, but he's like so flippin' cartoony, and I cannot stand his character. I forgot how annoying that character is. Yeah, and I don't know. I don't love this movie. I know like I said, I know some people will defend this movie. They actually really enjoy it. This is one of the most forgettable Marvel movies for me. Every time I watch it, there's like 3 things that I remember about it, and that's it. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't love this movie. I don't got much else to say about it. Incredible Hulk, I'll give it a 5 out of 10. It's not bad per se. I just don't think, I don't know. I just don't think it's all that wonderful. I don't think it's a good movie by any means. It's a movie. So yeah, guys, what did you think of The Incredible Hulk? Are you rewatching any of these movies before going to see Brave New World? Are you even excited about Brave New World? Because I just feel like no one is actually excited to see this movie at this point. But we'll see what happens. I believe it's what? Friday? This Friday. I believe so. Dang, it's coming up fast. So you guys, I hope you guys have yourself a great day. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And hey, I'll see you next time.